Keeping toddlers from melting down is a full-time job.
Maggie, what's this? Keys?
And big brothers like Samuel know everything goes in their mouth.
She put keys in her mouth.
Always everything, right?
No judgment here. My own toddler loves playing with my keys. Do you like these, John Michael? Nope. No! And I never thought twice about it until I started asking the health department what they see most when they go in to investigate.
Until I got into this position, I didn't know either.
That's LaShonda Lee. When kids in our area test positive for lead, it's her job to find out why.
And I'll go out to the homes to try to find where the lead source is coming from to help the parent, ease their mind.
She investigates about 30 child lead poisoning cases a year in our area alone, mostly in Richmond County. And those are just the confirmed cases. Sometimes she finds old toys to blame, sometimes lead paint on the walls. But over the years, she's learned to ask a not so obvious question.
One of those questions is about keys. And a lot of parents, they give their children their keys to play with. And, we don't know that some of them contain lead.
Lead is toxic to everyone, but unborn babies and kids under 3 are at the greatest risk. Young kids absorb lead more easily than older kids, and it can cause serious developmental issues.
We live in Edgefield, just up the road, and lead is something that we test our well for. So I did a lead test, got it here at Lowe's last week. And, lead and any kind of pesticides, but I'd have never thought about keys.
How many children are actually lead poisoned?
So we put keys to the test. Car keys, house keys, padlock keys.
And so I'll test my regular house key, and I got this last year.
Okay.
So it's fairly new.
So I would think this one wouldn't be because it's painted, it's kind of sealed.
It shows 3.2.
Oh, that's kind of high.
Yes.
We tested my keys too. The ones I let my toddler play with.
So yours is 3.9, yes.
John Michael loves these keys.
Oh, and so it shows.
Not giving him these.
Yeah, definitely. You have to really be careful.
Every single key we tested was positive for lead.
And so it shows 2.4.
It's certainly not something you can pick out of a lineup and say this key has lead.
Correct.
Because I would have never picked that purple polka dot key.
Right, because it looks very new and it's coated.
Exactly. It can't be poisonous.
Exactly.
And it's not something you can test with a lead test kit like this from the hardware store.
Okay, so we just tested this one, which was positive.
Positive with the machine, yes.
Why would these not pick up?
These are only designed to test for lead in paint.
So her best advice? Just keep the keys away from your kids.
Give me that.
If you're looking to cross someone, Mike Cardenas is not the guy. But this muscle car driving, tattooed former SWAT officer has a softer side.
He's sleepy.
Right now, he's helping an injured chipmunk get back on his feet.
What are you doing? Wake up.
That's what people call me, Dr. Doolittle.
These flowers on his front porch attract hummingbirds, and 4 years ago, Mike found one that needed help.
Several of the feathers in his wings were broken away, and he couldn't take flight.
He named him Buzz and nursed him back to health with Pedialyte, sugar, and a safe place to heal.
I had to wait till he molted and then regrew new wings, and that was 8 weeks. He became a part of the family.
Eventually, Buzz regained his strength.
He would fly around the yard and then come back again when he got exhausted because that was his comfort zone until he finally took off and it became wintertime, and then he left for the winter and came back every year so far for the last 4 years.
From Grovetown to South America and back to Mike's backyard. This is video of Buzz's visit last year. And yeah, it's the same hummingbird.
Random hummingbirds don't land in your hand.
This year, Buzz caused some concern. He was about a week or two later than normal.
I was kind of worried about him, and I was on the front porch and was actually sweeping off the front porch, and I felt something around my head, put my hand out, and he landed on my hand.
Back for year 4 to prove an act of kindness really does go a long way.
The only thing that is certain is death, taxes, and if we can add one more to the list, change. Deidre Turner is a tax associate at H&R Block, and she's been fielding a lot of questions this year about what's changing.
The tax reform is virtually impacting everyone this year with the changes in the tax laws and the rates and the brackets. So it's affecting everyone this year.
If you're hoping to get a tax refund, you're in luck. The average refund is estimated to be as much as 26% higher this year.
The people that are impacted the most are families homeowners, and residents with high tax states.
And so that's pretty much everyone.
Exactly.
But the bad news, you aren't the only one looking forward to your refund. Thieves are busy buying and selling your ID online, trying to file your taxes before you can.
It's great if you can file early. That way you can beat the fraudsters to the punch.
We wanted to know, how easy is it to buy a social security number online? An undercover law enforcement agent took a look for us on the dark web. With so many recent data breaches, prices are rock bottom and a terrifying amount of data is available. Here's a post sharing a dark web link to purchase the social security number of any U.S. or U.K. citizen. It reads, most people are in there. Everyone I've needed an SSN for at least have been in there. Also, it's only $3.70 per SSN and instantly received. Too rich for your blood? Another post says, here's a freebie that goes on to list names, social, date of birth, addresses, parents' names, and the list goes on. For free. Need one with excellent credit? No problem. How about an ID with no criminal history? Another freebie. This poor professional car salesman won't know what hit him if someone files his taxes before he can.
We do offer tax identity shield when you come in to do your taxes, and that gives the taxpayer some assurance.
In a place famous for its flora, one tree reminds you you're in paradise, if you can find it. Where is the only palm tree on the entire golf course?
Palm tree. I don't know what hole it's on, no.
14.
Yeah. Nope. I'll give you one more guess.
7.
Nope.
It's got to be 7.
4.
What?
4th hole.
That's right. Hole 4. You've probably never noticed it. This is what hole 4 used to look like. You have to look close and you can just barely see those palm fronds peeking up over the tree line.
Well, it's got to be one of everything, right?
This year, they cleared out the brush around the 4th green, exposing an island for this tropical tree.
Do you think they put that scoreboard there strategically around my palm tree?
The changes allow patrons to get up close to the 4th green for the first time.
It was pretty cool that you could get this close to the hole today.
Now this tree is out in the open. The conspiracy theories and myths surrounding why it's the lone tree are just beginning.
No members are from Florida.
We don't want to compete with Florida since it's a peach state.
Nope.
How does it survive here? That's the question. Do they take special care of it, like heating underneath, like they do the greens and stuff like that?
Also no. Georgia summers keep this lone palm alive just fine.
It becomes a conversation piece if it's only one. If there was a whole bunch, nobody would talk about it. The fact it's only one, even you people are talking about it.
That one may be true. And while golfers have no desire to end up on the pristine white sandy beaches of Augusta, we have a feeling this tropical tree will become a checklist item for patrons.
And we have my buddy Jasir here, and Jasir's mom. Jasir just woke up, so he is with us. So tell us how you guys came to the Children's Hospital of Georgia.
Jasir was born at 26 weeks and 6 days, unexpectedly born June 13th with the expected due date of September 13th, 2019. We ended up here. Children's Hospital of Georgia NICU staff took great care of him, from the doctors, nurses, all the way down to the housekeepers, keeping everything spotless for us. So we were here for 3 months, 105 days actually.
And he is just perfect right now. I don't know if you can tell, but he's the cutest baby alive, so that's good. But also, what would you say to people looking to maybe think about donating to the Children's Hospital?
Don't think about it, do it. It's definitely needed. The materials, the equipment, everything here to save babies like Jasir is needed. The cribs, the vein finders, anything you can name that your donations will help. We need the support. Jasir was not expected to be here. There'll be others that is not expected to be here. So we definitely want to try to get that money in to donate.
Well, you mentioned vein finders, and we've got a nurse here to show you some of the money you spend today being a miracle maker goes to life-saving equipment, but some just comes to equipment to make these babies just a little more comfortable, to make their time at the NICU and at the Children's Hospital a little less painful. And who does not want to donate money to do that? This is a vein finder. This is one of the pieces of equipment we're raising money to buy. And what it does is, you can see the nurse will just put it underneath their little hands, and they can crank up the light on it and find. You like that?
Buddy,
you see what she's doing? I know she said you're holding on to it. They can find their veins easier, so you don't have to stick them 2 and 3 times. These teeny tiny veins, they just have to stick them once, and it is in the right spot. So it makes these babies more comfortable. So if you can't get behind that for a good place to spend your money, I don't know what you can. So please give us a call. We've got volunteers standing by to take your calls, and there are dozens of babies just like Jasir here who need that money.